Hello, America. It's time to check the nonsense at the door, clear the cobwebs between your ears, and have a rational-ish conversation. This is the lost art of common sense.
I want the gun. I told you, mother.
Whoa! Whoa, shit.
Call the cops! Call the cops. Anybody.
Holy!
7857 Is anybody under the car?
No.
No, everybody's going. I told you, mother.
Shut it off. It's running.
Turn the car off. Don't move it. Don't move it.
Shut it off.
Nobody was there?
No.
How old is that man?
We have all this information.
We have all this Yeah. Yeah, he's awake.
That's right, America. I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is the Lost Art of Common Sense, an impromptu Christmas special, since this is probably going to be our last episode of the year. So we wanted to talk about Christmas this week. And like every week, this show is brought to you by our merch shop, link in the description below.
Buy our shit for
Buy
Christmas.
our shit. Kevin, what did you think about that opening video? It really wasn't Christmassy, but I figured
Well, it could have been. Maybe
Maybe
that guy got that vehicle for Christmas and it was a lemon and he just didn't want it anymore.
Maybe it'll get salesmen to listen to their customers more, because apparently he's like, take this car back or something, and they weren't having it. So he's like, all right, I'll give it back to you. And he just drove it straight to the dealership. And apparently Subaru doesn't have a gym membership as part of their...
No, those guys were all a bit husky.
Yeah,
They remind me a lot of old Jolly Saint Nick.
that's right. See, you pulled it together, Kevin. You did make it a Christmas
It's all
video.
Christmas. It's all Christmas here at the Lost Art of Common Sense. Merry motherfucking Christmas!
Well, it's might be a little too early to be dropping that, but whatever. Well, let's just get into it. What are your thoughts on the holiday season?
I like them. I like Christmas. New Year's. I liked it a lot more when I was younger. No, I don't really do anything on New Year's.
When
I
drinking
love
was a thing?
Thanksgiving. I like Christmas. Whatever New Year's. Just makes you feel older now. But yeah, holiday season's awesome. You get to see family, you eat some good food. You get to see friends, and I mean, it's like you're coming up here for Christmas, so that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's one thing. Normally I do come up for Christmas, since we don't do much for Thanksgiving anymore. Yeah, and I mean, I like this time of year. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, a consolation prize for the weather getting shitty, I guess. You get to eat good food and spend time with family.
Yeah, because it was 9 degrees today here. It was 4 degrees yesterday.
Well, that's awesome, since it was 60 here. I'm so looking forward to driving up there.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get better. We're actually going to have an ice storm later tonight, so. All right.
During this time of year, do you say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I've always said that.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Everybody recognizes Christmas. Even other religions recognize Christmas. I mean,
Well, and I said a couple years ago, like on Facebook, that like even if you're not a Christian or whatever, it's a term of like goodwill.
yeah, it's not like I'm doing it to rub it in your face, Hanukkah people.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I thought PCism was kind of going away, because people are like, you know what? I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm saying Merry Christmas.
Yeah, well, I mean, we get one day a year, Merry Christmas on Christmas. I mean, I guess because of how all the shopping shit. I think it was more for that. I mean, if you're mad somebody said Merry Christmas on Christmas, then look at your life. You're just a bitter piece of shit. But I mean, I could understand some people being like, they just get inundated with like Christmas commercials from like Thanksgiving on, or even now, even before, like from Halloween on. Like,
Hobby Lobby puts their Christmas stuff out in July.
that's fucking crazy.
I think it's after 4th of July is when they start loading up their store with all their Christmas stuff.
I mean, I kind of get it, because people do decorate their houses for Christmas like early. Like some
And
people
they don't sell Halloween decorations anymore.
What? Is it because it's
Satan?
because of Satan?
That's why.
I mean, but they used to.
I know. And they're like, hey, this is kind of Satanist. We need to stop.
I'm
Let's
guessing
just
this.
add more Christmas stuff.
I'm
in
guessing it's
October.
because I'm guessing it's for profit, not for really any kind of ideals.
I don't know.
I blame it on that, but
I would say they're losing money.
yeah, who doesn't like? I love Halloween.
I know. I love Halloween
I'm
decorations.
never around for Halloween because that's always when I do a fishing trip. My second one.
Do you still dress up like a clown?
No,
Yes.
you know I don't like clowns.
I know. That's why you begrudgingly fish for them, so there can be more clowns. Would you say people are better or worse this time of year? Just like all around.
I don't know. Not a big fan of people. Period. I would think people. I think they try to be better, but then people get stressed out because Christmas. Some people have to see family they don't want to see, stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's about the same. I don't think there's really that much change. If a person's a dick, he's going to be a dick all year. He doesn't change it around this time of year.
Yeah, I think the only thing I think that make it seem like people can be worse this time of year, compared to other times, is like there's more people focusing the spots. So like, oh, we're all going shopping, and I got to have that. So then the politeness kind of goes away.
Well, I think a lot of people are more depressed around this time of year, especially if they've lost somebody or like a family member, or people get depressed for that shit. The holidays, tough time to deal with loss. I know when I lost both my parents, I mean, it was a hard time around the holidays because we always went
those
to
are
their
major
house.
family events.
Yeah, so I mean that it was kind of depressing then, but I think kids for sure are better this time of year, or kind of dicks. They don't get their stuff. I guess some kids are. But I think people try to be better. I really do. I think they try to be better. But I just think some people can't be better.
Well, that's true. Which one of those kind of people are you, Kevin?
I'm a person that's going to be the same no matter what. I'm a dick.
That's just how I roll. Has the season lost some of its meaning nowadays?
Well, it's been a lot more commercialized, I think.
Kind of
with
what I was
people,
alluding to.
yeah. I remember going to like midnight mass and stuff on Christmas Eve. Stuff like that.
Wasn't that a show
Midnight
about a vampire?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Midnight Mass was a show. Yeah, it was about a vampire. But I don't think it wasn't a Christmas show at all. But I mean, we went, as a Catholic, we went to midnight mass, and and I think it's more about the commercialization, the gift giving. I mean, I don't know. It just seems it's definitely more commercialized. It's less about what Christmas should be about. What the love, the family.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think it has become more commercialized, but I think every holiday has become more commercialized. Like they move stuff in and out so fast, and they move it in way early.
I know.
It's like, I think actually, to me, the most egregious one is Easter, because they're trying, or they have made Easter just another day for presents. Like when we were a kid, you got up and you looked for eggs, which, we had the plastic ones with candy in them and stuff. But now it's like they sell Easter baskets at Walmart that are just full of toys.
Yeah, I think as a kid, we got like a chocolate bunny, then we made our eggs the night before or whatever, then they got hit around the house. Then you get some candy and stuff, and maybe a cheap toy, like, I don't know, like a parachute green army man or something, something like that, it was never like actual toys. It was always a cheap toy and
I don't really remember toys like they are.
And then
now.
we went to church.
Yeah, we always did do the Easter, Christmas. Oh, well, we went to church every Sunday though, because I was a better person than you. I don't do it anymore because I haven't found a church.
We just went on the big days.
I went every Sunday
because that's when God really cares.
That's when he's really looking.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out. Hey, you didn't go this last Christmas.
And that's why you got that
Burn in
tsunami.
hell.
So what do you think about the pagans accusing Christians of stealing some of their traditions?
It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
100% true. The tree thing, December 25th, because it's winter solstice.
Yule log.
Yule log. I don't know if gift giving was. I don't know if Santa was. I don't think
It
it was.
depends on pagans would be considered like the Vikings and stuff, right?
It's everybody not Christian, I think, is really
Well,
any of the major three you know, religions. I think everybody else is a pagan. Like
apparently way
witchcraft, the Wiccan, then you got your
way back in the
tree
day,
lovers. I don't know.
the idea of like 8 reindeer and all that stuff, that all came from what do they call that?
I think anybody
Northology?
that
What's like
yeah,
the Viking Northology? Is that what it's called? Something like that.
yeah.
It's
Norse.
something like that.
It's Norse
Norse
mythology. But it's
Um,
anybody that I think a pagan is anybody that like has more than one god.
yeah, maybe. I know the Yule log, and I think the idea for the 8 reindeer came from Odin's 8-legged horse, who supposedly back in the day they would like put their boots out or something and put stuff in for Odin, and then he would swap them for gifts.
Is that the stocking tradition?
I think that's where that came from. 2 people in New York actually kind of developed what we know today as Santa Claus.
2 people in New York?
Yep. One, the second guy who really increased on it
Was
as
it
far
the
as
guy who wrote the book Elf?
no,
Was it Elf himself?
I don't know. It was a long time ago. I just know that like the
Was it Will
North
Ferrell?
Pole, all that. Stop it. No, but like the Yule log, that's Norse mythology, all that, because they believe back then for like all the anytime it popped and whatever that noises it makes, that's like how many new pigs and chickens and stuff would be born the next year in the spring. So they wanted a real snappily.
They want a real snappy
Yule log.
log. Ooh.
Like, oh man. It's like, no.
I snapped a log earlier today.
So it is surprising. I do know that like what you were saying, they think Jesus was probably born around mid-year.
Yeah. I think it was actually summertime.
And then so I know that people that believe in winter solstice stuff like that, like you still are just like, well, whatever. That's just when we celebrate it. So it is what it is.
It is.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
it. Personally, hold on. I just want to go back to this pagan thing. I like it this time of year because, like you said, winter fucking sucks.
It does, but the snow and
something-
everything kind of feeds into it though, because you're
Yeah, I mean, it's
warm and
nice when
cozy
everything's
inside.
I don't know the last time we've had a white Christmas here though.
Yeah, we hadn't had one down here in forever. Yours is more
I
like
mean-
normally frozen, just
Yeah.
frozen.
It's usually just cold. It hasn't really snowed yet, so I mean, or it snowed like a week before, so all the snow's like all muddy.
Have you gotten a lot of rain this year?
Mm,
I'm thinking we might have a pretty white winter down here.
I'm thinking we'll probably get pretty heavy winter this year.
We had a pretty wet November.
I'm surprised they're calling for ice. Like I said, it was 9 degrees today,
Yeah,
so it must be warm.
Hate ice.
But no, I mean, winter sucks. I hate almost everything about winter. So at least they threw in a holiday, I guess.
Yes, a couple of them.
Yeah.
Then you can go get hammered and drive home,
Yes.
which you're not supposed to do.
All right, Uber, buddy.
Catch an Uber on New Year's.
I'm not going out New Year's. F that.
Yeah. Well, we're normally back down here, so there's a party I go to every year. But I don't get hammered anymore, so.
Yeah, I mean,
As you get older, unless there's some really strong eggnog, and then I drink a lot.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? And then give me like a top 5.
I think Christmas Story is my favorite one. I always like that one, and it's on 24 hours a day.
I would agree. That's probably my favorite one. My most like nostalgic feeling one, probably.
Like my top 5 is Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, Elf. I do like It's a Wonderful Life, and Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh. Yeah, I think mine would be A Christmas Story. And then Christmas Vacation. You know what movies I actually like? I don't know. They're kind of tied. Have you seen the Christmas Chronicles or whatever on Netflix or Kurt Russell?
No, but I did like that. What was that? The Santa one where the dude was like, the family got kidnapped or something. Like there's some bad guys there.
Violent Night.
Violent Night. That was pretty good too.
That was going to be my number 5.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
I would consider like the Chronicle Christmas movies
I haven't seen that.
1 and 2. I like those. I like all Christmas movies. Really. There's a ton of movies I like to watch during Christmas.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, but yeah, Violent Night was great. And
Yeah.
they set that up to where they could easily do like a prequel.
I think they are doing another one.
Well, it's not.
I thought it was coming out. That was coming out this
Filmography.
year.
I don't know. I didn't see in that guy's filmography.
No, maybe not then.
The weird thing is, it was a Prime movie.
Yeah.
I think they made it, and then they sold the rights to someone else, to Starz, to where now you have to rent it on Amazon.
That's stupid.
It is stupid.
I was looking forward to watching that because that's what I usually do on Christmas Eve. I watch a bunch
Watch
of
violent Christmas movies.
Well, I just watch a bunch of Christmas movies. I mix the sentimental ones with the funny ones with the violent ones, like the next one you're about to ask about.
I actually like what is it? Is it A White Christmas with Bing
Maybe.
Crosby?
Yeah,
I like that one.
that was a good
Too.
one too. I can't
Yeah.
watch them all. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, what's your thought?
I mean,
what about Christmas music?
I like old timey, like Bing Crosby style, like Rat Pack style
Yeah.
Christmas music. I don't like the new shit.
No, I kind of like the old stuff, like you. But I could go without Christmas music at all.
Yeah, well, when you tune in on Sirius XM to like try to listen to some Christmas stuff, and it's like they throw in some new stuff, like this is garbage. Just play the Dean Martin, Bing Crosby. I'm not so sure about Sammy Davis Jr. There's some weird shit that came out about him, but
Yeah, after what do you call it? Thanksgiving, Mix 96 here does nothing but Christmas music till after Christmas.
that can get a little old.
Yeah, our buddy Dan, that's what he listens to all the time.
He just loves Christmas
He
music.
does. He loves Christmas music. It's super annoying because I'll get in a vehicle with him. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is dumb.
Stop it.
Like, we're not going to head to the bar and I'm listening to Christmas music.
Come on, man.
This seems weird to me.
Sitting there trying to go get your drunk on, all I can think about is, you better not shout.
You better not cry.
Yeah, that's I mean, I don't know. I like the old nostalgic stuff, so, but to an extent.
Yeah, like I don't want to listen to it like 50 effing times,
Yeah.
you know.
But you
They
know, if
play
you're
it
at
on
a Christmas
Christmas
party or like if you got if you're just sitting around, sometimes we'll light the fireplace and just
Yeah,
that's cool.
Talk
But you're
and have some
setting
music
you're
in the
setting a
background.
scene.
yeah. You know, you put a little music on there. You know, have the tree lit up.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of nice. You know,
The
even
funny
while
thing
you're-
is I
or
like
while you're
deck
opening
out.
presents and stuff, having that play in the background, and
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it has its place.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
the funny thing is like we put quite a bit of lights up around the house and stuff, and I just never get around to dragging the Christmas tree down and putting it up. I think we have 2 Christmas trees, and each one have been up once.
To be honest, I have one Christmas decoration.
What is it?
It's just a little statue of Santa Claus. Mom got me for Christmas one year
Where do you put it?
in my kitchen on a shelf.
Next
I
to
figure he's a fat man. If he gets hungry, he can help himself.
There you go. We got tons of Christmas stuff. Like I said, I put up a lot of lights.
I was going to put up lights, but I was like, man, I don't want to.
See, my goal is to get like a herd of those light up reindeer. Like I want like 50 of them in my side lot.
Jesus.
The problem is they're expensive.
How much are they?
They're like $40 to $80 for like 2 or 3 of them.
So you want 50 of them.
Yep.
So that's like $3,000 worth of light up.
It's gonna take a few years.
Yeah,
I haven't even bought one yet.
Where are you going to store them? Your garage is full of stuff already.
See, that's another reason why I don't get into these big decoration things. Like when,
Have
like
room
the
for-
12-foot skeletons, super cool. What the hell are you gonna do with it? Except for the people around here, they still have them up and incorporate them into their Christmas
Yeah, I've seen
decoration.
that. Yeah, I see some people just dress up skeletons and like these little.
Like,
Santa
well, I
hats
bought
and
the
stuff.
damn thing. I gotta do something with it.
Well, where
So
you
we
gonna
talked about
put it in your garage?
huh?
You can't put it in your garage.
No. Well,
Those
it could be
damn things
like
take the whole garage.
Owl or Owl.
Oh yeah.
The dude just had a warehouse with all his Christmas shit in it, or every holiday of the year stuff. Talking about Christmas movies, let's just settle the argument. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Absolutely.
What
It's one of
makes
the
it a
Christmas
Christmas movie?
movies I watch on Christmas Eve.
Is that what makes it a Christmas movie?
No, it's also based on around Christmas time.
Yeah.
The whole thing's around Christmas. Yeah. Do a few Germans get shot? Of course. But what Christmas does a few Germans don't get shot?
I mean, technically, probably every Christmas, a couple.
I'm guessing
Germans
so
get
too.
shot somewhere.
Yeah, one
I don't
falls
even
out
know
a
why that
window.
was an
I'm
argument.
guaranteeing almost every Christmas there's a German somewhere that falls out a window. I'm just saying.
From the oh man, I can't remember that building's name. Nakatomi.
Nakatomi Tower.
Happens
What's that
every year.
Yeah, if I had a Christmas tree, I would definitely have a Nakatomi Tower ornament, a John McClane ornament.
You should get the Nakatomi. It's like Advent calendar, and every day gets closer to Christmas. He gets closer to the ground.
Oh, is it real? Is that a real thing?
That is a real thing.
See, also proves it's a Christmas movie. If there's Christmas decorations made for it, it's a Christmas movie.
I mean, arguably 1 and 2 are Christmas movies, but second one doesn't have the same nostalgia. Like really, none of them, but the first one are actually any good. But
Nah, the third one's pretty good. With Samuel L. Jackson.
oh yeah, that was bad.
If there ain't a Gruber in it, it's not as good though, because that's Hans Gruber's brother.
Well, yeah, and he was in the second one, causing all types of stuff that's gonna have that elf on the shelf after you.
Yeah, he's always watching.
What's a typical
Herbie,
Kevin Christmas consist of?
Are you talking about on Christmas Day or like my family? Because we don't like
family, whatever.
like my family. We usually do it early. We were going to do it tomorrow, but being there's an ice storm, we are not. It got postponed. So usually, we just go out either one of my brother's houses or my sister's, and we drink, we play games, we watch football, we drink.
Do you play the hot dog game where you tie a string around your waist and then do a hot dog and try to flip it up into your mouth and it's just
I've
a bunch
never
of people
played
slapping
that game.
themselves in the face with hot dogs?
A bunch of wiener slapping. Nope.
You ever done
No, never done that.
Oh.
No, it's so weird. I never even heard of that. Then we'll play some euchre or something and drink again. And basically it's centered around drinking,
playing cards,
and playing cards, or like, just some kind of game.
Well, yeah, makes sense.
It's just
Yeah.
a family get together, and the kids get presents and stuff and open their presents and from the family and stuff like that. So it's usually pretty good.
Well, and it's cool you guys are all still getting together because it's what it seems like. Once you get to a certain point where the grandparents pass away, like the monarchs of the family,
Yeah.
it seems like everything splinters off because we don't really know. Like we have, we do stuff with like my immediate family, really, but there's not really a whole lot going on anymore.
Yeah.
Which like a lot of them live right next to each other, so
That's weird.
yeah, we're getting to that point where like you get to that point where you only see your whole family at funerals.
Yeah. I mean, you live in Texas.
Yeah,
So it kind of makes sense. You're not, there for every holiday. And
so anytime I come to Iowa, it's like a holiday for everyone there. You're welcome. Just saying.
For who?
Me,
It's your holiday.
exactly. Every day is my holiday, Kevin, because I'm a winner. Especially now that I got this kick-ass, will not be for sale on the store, ugly knitted Lost Art of Common Sense red and green digital camo sweater.
Yeah, that thing is awesome, man.
Yeah, it came out pretty good.
Yeah, that thing's awesome. It's just too bad it took like 8 weeks for it to get there.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do a
Because
print
some
on
little
demand since it
Asian
comes
woman
from
in China had to knit that thing by hand because you know,
hand knitted.
and no one's like, you did not make her Christmas. I can tell you that.
What are you talking about? She probably got a bonus. It's like, oh, this is gonna be super hard.
She do a pretty good job.
Like this isn't dyed. This is all individually colored thread to make this sweater.
Jesus,
That's why I
pretty
felt kind
badass,
of
though.
bad when I found out that it came from China. Because I'm like, well, they probably had a machine make it, but
that's pretty
but since it
badass.
takes so
Though.
long, that's why I didn't put on a thing. But yeah, I mean the logo.
How long
the
did it
logo
take
is
to get?
kind of, you know.
Yeah, you know, you're not going to get great with hand knitted.
Yeah, our face is speckled.
Well, I can imagine.
I think the flag came out pretty good.
Yeah, the flag came out awesome.
So yeah, I will be bringing this to Iowa, and like I said, wearing it every day since you threatened to steal it from me. So
Yeah, I'm going to steal it from you.
you
It's
order your own
badass.
and wait the 6 months to get it, Mister.
How long did it take? About 8
I'm
weeks?
not. You know what? You might want to order one pretty quick because it took about 21 days. But you might want to order pretty quick because it takes so long that they probably aren't going to carry very long. So I'm just saying, and it's rude to talk about stuff that our viewers can never buy. Maybe I'll order another one and keep it on for next year as a
Well,
giveaway.
I guess if you want one, talk to Josh.
Yeah, we are going to have a ugly Christmas sweater up on the thing, but it'll be an all over printed one, not a hand knitted in Malaysia.
Some good Malaysian thread.
So soft and itchy all at the same time. You got anything else you want to say about Christmas?
I enjoy it.
And a Merry Christmas to all of our listeners. This
Yeah,
isn't the
Merry
end of the
Christmas.
show, but you know, it's the end of the.
And
end of the
if you
Christmas
are
part.
a different religion, I will say happy holidays, whatever you celebrate.
I'm just gonna say Merry Christmas, but take that as the Merry whatever and how you take it. And salutations.
Take it like Christmas or F you.
You need to take it my way. Just go screw yourself. All right, let's roll into winners and losers, Kevin.
Winners and losers.
In my book, you're a winner too.
I think you're a loser.
Well, Kevin, who's your loser of the week?
I'm guessing there is people on the far left that are not celebrating Christmas with their families because somebody voted for Trump in their family. I would almost guarantee, I will 100% guarantee there's a TikTok out there, somebody self-proclaiming that they're not going to celebrate Christmas because my parents voted for Trump. Like, if you spiteful, hateful person, same people did for the Thanksgiving. So I'm guessing by this point, your family's written you off as a psychopath and they're glad you're not there.
Yeah, that's what, when you're talking about being lonely and stuff, it's like, what about all these people that are being like self-inflicted loneliness?
They deserve it.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically.
Like they did to themselves. It's not like somebody passed or they lost somebody, you know, maybe they did because of their bad attitude and shitty views.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care who somebody votes for. They're part of my family. I'm going to see them and I'm going to love them.
Yeah, I'm
going to call them an idiot. But, you know.
I don't think, unless you're
I try not to talk about politics during the holidays either.
Oh, I intentionally inject myself and it into it. But I'm that guy in the family, Kevin.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of any other black sheep, so it must be me.
I know I'm the black sheep, so let's not.
Yeah, we know that. I know.
I've been that way.
I was just talking to your siblings about that the other day.
Yeah, since I was 18, I was the black sheep. Showing up to every goddamn holiday hungover.
That's why you're the one who's like, there's the family, and then there's Kevin like off to the side.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
It's like, we were just told he had to be in the pictures. No one said how.
Hey, man, if you don't have a black sheep, your family's not fun.
That's true.
We bring the fun.
I bring the fun. Well, yeah, I do bring the fun because I'm hilarious.
All right, well, who is your loser?
My loser is the New York chapter of BLM for all the crazy shit that they came out and said after the Penny decision, which we'll be talking about in the happenings of the week. But like them coming out and saying, if you can basically saying vigilante for someone talking loud, the guy wasn't talking loud. He was threatening to kill somebody and saying that he was going to jail for the rest of his life, and he meant it. And it's not only because they're spreading that, and then saying, well, maybe we need to start.
Here's the weird thing, though.
Hmm.
He didn't even make it to jail for the rest of his life.
No, he didn't. Well, and here's the thing, though. Like, it's another one of those things where everybody's like, oh, this happened or that happened. But the autopsy said that he didn't die from choking.
No, I think he died from a drug overdose, didn't he?
It was a complication with synthetic
marijuana, wasn't it? That K2 shit.
Yeah, and he was having a sickle
cell.
Yeah, but they were calling it like an attack or something. But I mean,
it is tragic
that it happened. You know who's to blame? The people that he was on a list of at-risk homeless people, and the people, all the far left people that think they're taking care of people by just letting them be crazy homeless people on the streets are at fault for this stuff. That guy should have gotten
we need to bring back mental institutions.
Yeah, and they have to be watched.
Yeah, you can't just, not like the weird ones that, were experimenting on people. And there were a bunch of them that were.
That's what led to them closing them, is all the jacked up shit. So, like, yeah, I get, like, you have to keep an eye on him, but, like, we're not helping. Like, that guy needed and he lives in America. He needed and deserved the help that he never got. And the people that are making it okay to be like that and out in the open in society, they're to blame.
Yeah. How about instead of, like, sending $70 billion to Ukraine, we just send 65 and put $5 billion towards building mental institutions and
and then just have an oversight, a board that looks at it and makes sure everything's on the up and up.
Yeah,
it's not like it's not like when I talk about this stuff, I'm trying to get people just off the street, out of sight, out of mind. I want these people to get help so they can become productive members of society.
If they can't be,
then they at least have somewhere where they're being taken care of,
and they're safe, and they're not going to hurt themselves.
They're not hurt others. Another thing, the reason why they're losers too is because did you see any of the videos of the rallies?
No.
It was like 10 people at them.
Well, everybody knows that BLM was a scam.
I'm sure there are people that believed in it, but
like all the leaders of BLM bought mansions, cars.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a Ponzi scheme for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let's roll into your winner, Kevin. Who's your winner?
Santa.
Hell
yeah. When I think of Santa, that's the Santa I think of. Fucking rocking out Santa, man. Yeah, man. Brings joys to fucking millions of kids. Who doesn't love a jolly old fat man?
Well, that's true.
So he Santa's my winner.
Okay, here's a quick question. What's your favorite Santa movie?
I think just the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Or Miracle on 34th Street.
That's not even on my list. I like the movie, but I consider it a kind of a Santa movie, but I don't.
He's Santa. The Santa's on trial.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say I liked all the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. I mean, they got progressively a little lame, but the first one I really liked.
The first one was awesome.
Have you ever seen Santa Claus the movie from the 80s?
Santa Claus the movie.
Yep. It was about Santa Claus, and it was actually showed like how he used to hand carve toys and hand them out, kind of like getting into the Saint Nicholas, like the old.
Was it the claymation one?
No, it was live action. Had the dude from Third Rock from the Sun, the dad. He was the bad guy.
John Lithgow?
Yes.
You
need to watch that movie. It's old.
I've never seen it.
It's about like an elf that gets all like pissed off and leaves and makes magical candy canes that make kids fly, and he's trying to like take over Santa.
I have never seen it.
You ever see that? Santa Claus the movie.
No, I have never seen it. I know the Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen. I mean, I know that one. That's the only one I really know.
Yeah, it's like 1980 something.
Weird.
It's literally called Santa Claus the movie.
If anybody has seen this movie other than Josh, please let us know.
I can't be the only one who's seen it. Please comment if you've seen Santa Claus the movie, where there's flying or candy canes that you eat to fly. That's why I always thought of that guy as a bad guy.
I've
because of that
never,
movie.
if I've thought of him as a bad guy, it's because of Dexter. Because on the third season, he was a serial killer.
No, he was a bad guy to me since my childhood. So I never trusted him. It's like, nah, he's up to something.
I have never, ever, ever even heard of this movie.
That's disappointing.
Yeah,
It's
tell me about it.
okay. It's probably my second or third favorite Santa Claus movie, other than the Chronicles of Santa or Christmas or whatever. Christmas Chronicles. You need to watch those. Those are good. You have Netflix, don't you?
Yeah, but
Watch them.
The Santa. I mean, what
Kurt
was it?
Russell makes a great Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, he's got that big old bushy beard.
Yes, and his attitude. He's got moxie.
Got moxie. That guy's got moxie.
So speaking of your winner being,
What about the
Santa,
Tim Allen one? Was really good too, though.
it was.
So
Like, as far as modern day, I'd say his is probably one of the most recognizable. But Kurt Russell did a good job.
yeah, let's talk about your winner because it's a star of one of my other very like
Favorite Christmas movie. My winner is Krampus. Just because I feel like he's going to have a lot of customers this year.
It's basically for shitty kids, right?
Just shitty people. He
Yeah,
doesn't
the
just
shitty people.
He doesn't just like, supposedly capture and either murder or encase bad kids in snow globes. He does it just to bad people.
Oh, Krampus, man.
So like every major left wing run city, you better watch out. If you get a
What
real
if there
bad
really was
snowstorm-
like a Santa and Krampus? You think people would be better? Let's just ask it. Let's see if there's really a Krampus. You think people would be better if they knew they could be possibly tortured and murdered
Well, I don't know because
by some
that was a
mythical
pretty-
creature?
that was a pretty jacked up movie, even though I like that movie. I try to.
This is how you know the Germans are a little effed up in the head because they invented Krampus.
Yeah, they have Krampus festivals over there
Yeah,
where they have instead of a bunch of elves and shit,
the
and then there's Santa
anti-Santa.
Claus. Yeah,
It's like having a country just having a festival for the Antichrist.
kinda. But he's not he has a job to do, Kevin, and he's doing it. That's what he's doing. He's like,
You think he likes his
you're
job?
naughty.
How do
You know,
do you think he applied for the job, or
he's Santa Claus's brother.
is that what he is? Would they
according
flip the
to-
coin? Who's the good guy?
According to Red One. That actually wasn't a bad movie either. The
I
new
think I
movie
might watch
came
that.
out-
I'm gonna watch that Christmas because it's on Prime for free now.
What is?
Red One.
Is it already?
Yeah,
I'm watching it again. That was a good movie.
I opened Prime today or yesterday. I opened it for watching Thursday Night Football.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent.
I saw it was there.
Yeah. But yeah, according to that one, they're brothers.
Neat. What
And
did
Krampus
Krampus
is-
look like that?
Kind of. Very demonish.
You think he wanted to be Santa, but he just looked the part of Krampus? So they just gave it to him.
I mean, maybe.
He's like, I want to be Santa. They're like, you can't scare the children by going down the chimney, even if you did give them presents.
It's like, have you looked at your face? I'm sorry.
Wasn't that one of the? You ever see a Love, Death and Robots or whatever?
Yeah.
Wasn't that one of them where like a Christmas one where it's it's Santa's like a monster or something and he like regurgitates toys or something. He looks all effed up.
I think so. I think I remember that one. Merry Christmas.
It was effed up. It was good though.
But yeah, that is a good movie, Krampus.
Yeah,
the
that's
new
a
one.
great-
I haven't seen any of the old ones. The new ones.
Is there old ones?
I think there is. There's a couple of them. They're pretty lame. Nobody likes them.
They're probably all in German.
Speaking of like, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. It is open. We
Yeah,
always like the
see?
likes.
'Tis the season to be sharing
That's right.
our show.
Man, Kevin, that was a good quip. But yeah, that's why he was my winner, because I think he's gonna be very busy. Business is gonna be good for Krampus.
Yeah, business is booming for Krampus this year.
So that's why he was my
Remember,
winner.
kids, if you're an a-hole, Krampus will get you.
Just saying.
That's why he's a good guy.
Not like he's nice about it either.
This is the herds of the a-holes.
Kind of ravages and burns down your town and then shoves you in a snow globe.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, aren't they in the snow globe the whole time? It just looks at the town.
no, that's where they wake up the next day like, oh, you're ruining the movie.
I don't know. You ruined the
Okay.
movie by the whole thing.
No, I didn't. He's a bad guy.
It's like, whatever.
All right, if you haven't seen it yet, that's your bad. I'm not apologizing for shit. Let's run into the Trump truth.
Trump truth.
What I say is what I say.
And the Trump truth of the week is, it was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. I look forward to seeing the governor again soon so that we may continue our in-depth talk on tariffs and trade, the results of which will be truly spectacular for all. Donald J. Trump. And that was the Trump truth.
What I say is what I say.
Let's just go ahead and roll it on into happenings of the week, Kevin.
Hell yeah.
What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? What is happening?
What is happening? I changed every background except for that one.
Oh, well.
You'll never get a full show that's not lacking some professionalism,
Yeah.
especially if Kevin's in it.
Like I've already ruined it. So
But let's talk about Biden's, what was it, 34 pardons and 1,500 commuted sentences?
well, I mean, he only had a couple Chinese spies on there. He had a couple pedophiles on there.
Is it commuted or are those pardons?
Pardons. So, good job.
Do you think he's doing it?
I'm like, isn't there like a special lawyer they have that does it?
What do you mean?
And that we found out last week was they had a special like pardon lawyer or something that looks over all the cases and
Well, I don't know. Do they
And
like
they
look over 'em
recommend-
and then
they recommend who Biden pardons. So I don't think he does it. He's not reading anything. The guy can probably barely read anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think like any of that stuff is like him?
No, I think a few of them are, but he probably has a couple people in mind. But I think for the most part, it's his administration doing it. I think that's what it is for every probably presidential administration.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not Trump because he's kind of controlling like that,
Yeah, well, here's the thing that people are concerned about is like most presidents like announce and release all their pardons like the last week maybe of their.
Yeah, he's doing it already. He's still got a ways yet.
Yeah, he may actually
You got a
be,
month
like,
yet, month
the
and a half.
worst.
Oh, I'm guessing he's gonna be near fucking 900.
Does he have that many family members? Go.
Can he? Can you pardon somebody that hasn't been charged with a crime yet?
Yes, you can.
That's
Which I think that needs to be challenged because he did. That's what he did with Hunter. He gave Hunter a blanket. Was
Yeah.
it 11-year pardon?
Yeah.
Or if not more than that, it was
yeah, but he's been charged with a crime already.
2007. No, it covers him from 2000 like 17.
Yeah, it covers him from any crime he did or could have committed from 2014 to when he.
Yeah, that's a
2024.
blanket pardon. That's like so, and that's to cover his ass.
Yeah,
That's what I think. What do you think? You think?
yeah, I think so. Well, I don't. Like I said, I don't know because now he can't plead the fifth, so he might screw himself.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I do like that. So I would bring him in just like because then the pardon was only good to the day it was written. So then if he goes in and he lies, then he can be held in contempt of court. And I think that's why Adam Shifty Shift doesn't want the pardon.
Oh, I'm sure.
Same thing with Cheney.
Yeah. Well, Oh well, it's done, didn't it?
So
Or he already signed it, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, no. Well, not for Adam Schiff and all those other people.
Yeah.
They have not been preemptively pardoned yet. And I don't think old Nancy Pelosi, who's supposedly over in Italy right now, healing from a broken hip, is going to get one.
So Nancy Pelosi's got a broken hip. Mitch McConnell fell during a congressional or like a Senate dinner or something, Christmas dinner or something before they left for the holidays, and he's got like a big cut on his face and like bruised ribs or broken ribs. Like
You know who else fell
I
in
guess
fucking-
he's using walkers and wheelchairs now too. So
Well,
these
he's-
people,
They're old.
why are they still getting voted in?
That's
I
what
don't get it. Like, and my my Senate district is the worst of them all, with 99-year-old Chuck Grassley in there.
Old Chuck Grassley.
My God, what are we doing?
Is anybody primarying him?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody does.
Somebody did last time because I think I voted for the guy.
No. Well, more people need to primary him.
Yeah, I
Because
pretty much.
if they don't, then it's just going to be his kid. So you're going to have like a freaking monarch of Iowa senators.
And people will vote him in because Grassley's a known name.
Oh, that's a name. I like grass.
And I mean, he
Grassley.
wasn't horrible.
No,
mean,
it was just I don't like
It's just
dynasties.
No, and I remember like something happened. Oh, there was a building that like next to his office here in Davenport.
No.
Like somebody tore it down, and a bunch of vermiculite went into his office.
Is that the one that like they didn't know it was asbestos, or they like tore down prematurely or something like that? And
it got all inside his office. So we had to do a clean wipe down his office.
for those of our listeners who don't know, vermiculite is mined from the earth and contains asbestos. And according to my knowledge, which I think is pretty
It
solid,
runs in the same vein as asbestos.
all vermiculite has richterite in it.
Yes.
Richterite is a form of asbestos, but it is not one of the regulated asbestoses. So it may say non-asbestos, but all vermiculite has asbestos in it.
Yeah. So
That's all I'm saying about that. So Trump goes to Paris, Kevin,
yep.
and gets the googly eyes from old Joe Biden, which he promptly used for his cologne line.
Guy's awesome.
He's just like, yep. That was funny though when you think about it. So they invite him over. They treat him with all, the prominence of being the president. Actually, he has meetings with world leaders. While
Yep.
Joe Biden is over in Africa sleeping.
I saw that. And the people on the left are like, they're so mad that he went over there. They're like, oh, he's not president yet. Why is he over there? Because he went to the opening of Notre Dame, didn't he?
Yeah, and
The
I'm
reopening?
glad if from the looks of it, they did rebuild it and open it up as a cathedral, right?
Yes.
Because you heard about the rumors when they were going to remodel it, didn't you?
Yeah.
About making it some kind of DI LGBTQ thing.
Yeah, no, they opened it as cathedral.
Okay.
So
Good.
he went to the opening of it. And people on the left are mad because he's not the president. He shouldn't be the one doing that. But the president was over in Africa falling asleep.
Well, and he was invited.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like, I'm going to go and everyone's going to love it. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, he
You
didn't
smell
just
my
go.
lapel. That's fight.
Well, these countries know who Trump is and what Trump is. I mean,
People talk shit a lot about Trump, but I think a lot of these world leaders, at least the world domination type ones, are happy that he's coming back.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to kind of cool down. What'd you think of his announcement of Carrie Lake as the next director of The Voice of America?
I didn't know there was a thing called The Voice of America before you told me there was a thing called The Voice of America. So it seems like I think you like the way you explained it and kind of explained it to me was it seems like a propaganda wing of the American government.
Yeah, I didn't read too much into it, but just from the title itself, he didn't create it. It's been around. It was renamed, I think, in 2017. But I don't like it.
Yeah. Anytime you hear the
Because
word
even if like Trump
propaganda,
is
you
telling
think
the
of
truth and make sure it's all the truth, I don't like that.
no. It just something called the Voice of America just seems there's something sketchy about it.
You said it wrong. It's the voice of America.
The Voice of America.
If you
But I
don't
mean, it's
enunciate, it doesn't make any sense.
but it does seem sketchy. It does seem like a propaganda wing of the government, and boo to that.
Yeah, we hate propaganda. Only our propaganda.
Well, yeah,
You know,
We-
and this
we don't
next-
have any influence on anything.
I don't know. There's like 2-3 people that might be like, "Hey, that's a good point."
Well, I mean, we have good points, but we don't. You know, I don't think we're convincing anybody of something that's not true.
I mean, at least we can't even convince people to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. So, you know, I totally forgot about this being the last episode of the year, and that's why we talked about Christmas and stuff like that. But I was going to talk about like the rise and fall of dictators and stuff like that. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that was specifically because of Trump bringing in the opening bill of the New York Stock Exchange. Not that he did it, like him doing that makes him a dictator. The fact that everyone has been hating on him so bad, and he's the devil, he's a dictator, he's this, he's that, and he's like, hey, why don't you ring? I mean, just look at it now. There's been such a flip. Even Democrats and stuff are coming around and saying stuff. So it's just like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, come on. Everybody knew he wasn't a dictator. Everybody, I mean, I guess if you're a gullible fucking idiot that, didn't remember 4 years of Trump before, who did nothing dictatorish or, fascist, you might, I guess, I don't know. It was all fucking lies anyways. So it's just fucking stupid. If you thought Trump was a dictator, you're a fucking moron. He was president before. Then he wasn't president, for 4 years. Then he was elected president again. Dictators don't take a 4-year break. I'm just saying.
They don't leave power.
Like, I had a good 4 years. We'll take a break for a while. Catch you guys on the flip side.
Unless he's always been in charge, Kevin, he allowed this to happen for 4 years just to show.
No,
people.
we're not going down that fucking stupid.
No, but the reason why I wanted that brought up that topic in my head though is like how fast like media people and like a lot of people don't really stand on their laurels much anymore. You know what I mean?
And no one seems to notice that, like these media people and these businesses, that they'll fucking just change with the wind.
Yeah, and that's what
they
allows
don't-
people to take power that shouldn't have it.
They just and no one notices, and people celebrate like, oh, it's fine. We lost, so of course they're going to change. They shouldn't change at all. Either stick to what the fuck you said, or or you're a fucking liar. And if you're in the media, you're a piece of shit because you're supposed to be non-biased.
Yeah.
Technically, as a news organization, on an opinion show, yes. I would guess all MSNBC is probably all opinion. But if you're going to dub yourself like CNN, like a lot of that's, it's supposed to be a news network. If you're a journalist, you shouldn't have everything should be non-biased. You should look at both sides with the same glasses, not one with rose glasses and one with poop glasses.
You know what, Kevin? I agree. You made a good point there, buddy.
Thank you.
Now take that world knowledge. Take that world knowledge and tell me what you foresee in Syria after the fall of Assad.
I don't know. Some other shitty ass fucking government will go into Syria. Syria's been a shithole for a while. And
Why do you think it fell? Biden's taking credit for it.
Oh, because Trump come into power.
I
mean, that's because Trump. I guarantee it is.
So you think Trump getting elected gave the rebels that extra
I do
spirit to overthrow the Assad
I
regime?
do.
Even though that you do realize that the rebels are labeled as a terrorist group, right?
They're all terrorists. All Syria's terrorist
they're
groups.
linked with Al Qaeda.
I don't know. Who knows why they fucking? I haven't really looked into it. You know why? Because
You know why
Syria
Biden's
is a
taking credit
shithole.
for it? Because Assad was being protected by Russia.
Oh, well, Assad's garbage too. They're all terrorists.
Yeah,
So
he was the one who was gassing his own people.
Yeah, they're all garbage. Like, it's one terrorist group or the other.
There's a reason why there's a dick and dictator.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying it's one terrorist group or another.
You
You're
got to
not
admit, though.
There's no good place. I've never heard of like, hey, you want a vacation in
Dubai.
whatever's what city is there in Syria?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Damascus.
Is that in Syria?
Road to Damascus. That's not
Is
a
that
song.
in Syria?
I just made that up. It's copyrighted. Don't steal it. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Well, I've heard
That's
of
where all the
Damascus.
good steel comes from.
Yeah, that's how I know about Damascus.
It's like, yeah, that's where all the wavy steel comes from.
Yeah, people still don't know how they made that.
I'm pretty
steel.
sure that might have been invented in Japan, but it's fine.
No, people still don't know how they made that steel.
No, that's Damascus steel. That's folded steel. That's not. You're thinking of that Scottish or that Viking steel from back.
Yeah,
in the day.
maybe that was it. I can't remember.
And that was a form of Damascus, but that's not the same as just.
Yeah, but they
Damascus.
did something different.
Yeah,
They put their own special something to it, and they made it like super awesome. I don't know.
Well-
Maybe they made it out of whatever the stuff Wolverine's made out of.
what's the dude who played Hellboy, whose name I can't ever remember?
Which one? The first
Ron
one?
Perlman.
Ron Perlman. The first one, then.
He showed you how you made that mystical blade. You put it in water that's on fire.
Just regular water that's on fire.
Yes, it's water that's on fire. No, it's
Hellfire.
ice that's on fire.
I don't know.
And that's how it makes the special blade. You didn't know that? You need to watch more movies. That's all truth, Kevin.
What movie was this?
I think it was it? Oh, what fucking movie was that? Wasn't Hercules, was it? No, it wasn't Hercules.
I don't know.
Conan, maybe. I don't know. I think it was Conan.
The second one?
The original, like not the
original?
original, the new one that was bad.
Oh, I didn't
Maybe.
watch the new one.
I don't know. I just know
I like
Ron
about Arnold
Perlman,
Schwarzenegger.
and he was like, "You need the fire and the ice to make the blade."
I don't know.
He had magic fire burning ice.
I don't
And
think the
magical
Vikings
blade.
had magic fire burning out. Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't know.
And
enough
I don't
about-
think that was invented in Damascus. I think that country is going to be extremely unstable and off the board for a while. So, yay for us.
Yeah, good for us.
So that part is a positive.
I guarantee there's going to be a civil war for a while.
Well, no, I don't think it's going to be a civil war. It's going to take a while to.
So you don't think there's anybody that backs Assad that will still fight for her?
No,
Maybe.
they actually burned a bunch of shit on their way out and everything. They're done.
Yeah, fucking set that shit on fire. Fuck you.
Set that shit on fire.
Come on, Pookie, let's set this motherfucker on fire.
So I was able to find some of these videos, Kevin, of these drones. Let's.
Yeah.
We're not in the feed, but they can hear us. So see what we think of these.
There they are.
You know, I actually
Here they are.
we actually
There
thought
they
we saw
are.
a couple of these west of Amarillo after a movie.
Really?
Warren, New Jersey.
Why? Because of that.
Each other, then disappearing and then reappearing.
We
They're
shouldn't be
moving.
outside.
I like how they have lights
Go.
on, so they're not even trying to
There they
hide.
are. They look like a fucking triangle. They look like a triangle. Oh my god, here we go.
Okay.
Here it is.
That's a big son of a bitch.
Yeah, but
Freaking
Lights
kidding
are
me
on.
right now.
when it flies over, it looks a lot like an airplane. But it's hard to
looks like a
tell a cell phone.
No way. And an F-16 just
You know.
flew over. No way.
This one.
This one is extremely low. It's loud.
This just kind of seems like an airplane.
It's really
That looks
And
a
it's
lot like
huge.
an airplane,
It's so
especially with the
big.
fucking.
It looks so much closer.
It has lights on both wings,
Yeah,
dummy.
my camera doesn't do
Like
it.
I'm
It looks
saying,
like a
through the
spaceship,
camera,
right?
you don't know. It could
Like
look
that
different
doesn't
to
look like a
them.
drone.
You
right?
can hear it's a
Me,
plane. You can.
It
That's
looks
a
like
plane.
an airplane.
It's
coming right for them.
It's like a
Or
small
it's just
plane.
like
It
a
really
plane
is like
higher
a
in the
small
sky that
plane.
makes it look like it's smaller. See,
These
that's
are
kinda
all
what we
drones
saw.
in the sky. 1, 2, 3,
They were west of
4,
town over by
5,
the cattle
6,
field. They were
7,
like swimming.
7 right here.
Yeah.
Iran launched a mothership probably about a month
This is a
ago
congressman.
that contains these drones.
What?
That mothership is off. I'm
I'll
going to
tell you the deal.
It's off the east coast of the United States of America. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. The military is on alert with this.
Drones, man.
And then Kirby comes out and says, I know you say you're seeing stuff and it's there, but it's not. And then he just recently came out, look, I'm not calling anybody crazy, okay?
There's
I'm
video
just
footage,
saying-
you fucking moron.
Yeah, he's like, then the freaking
You know
Mayorkas-
something's up when the fucking government lies this much. It's that blatant of a lie.
Here's the thing, though. It's either aliens or there's something like way more fucked up going on, and this is the cover.
Well, I mean, why aren't they shooting them down?
Well, because they're not electric. Some of them aren't electrics. So you don't know what their fuel sources are. You could actually, kill a bunch of people.
Maybe.
So you never know. I mean, that's probably why they're not flying over a lot of the people in the South.
People would definitely shoot them in the South.
Hey, get the Barrett.
Get-
It's back. I told
No
that son of a
shit.
bitch. I yelled at him.
Hey, give them a warning, didn't I? Get off.
Well,
my
they're
lane.
not. They're not just in the East Coast anymore. They're on the.
You said you saw them by where you live, right?
What's the lies? Why do they have lies?
Yeah, I don't know why they have lights. Like, there's definitely lies.
Well,
I
see,
mean,
but that's what the New Jersey governor was saying. As soon as they, identified them, then they would go dark. Of course, now
well, how
the
do
New
they know if
Jersey
they're
governor's
identified?
an
Somebody
idiot.
looks up. Hey, what's that? Oh, the lights went out.
Nah,
Never
he
mind.
is. He was
That
saying
was me
something
being
like-
crazy.
It was saying it had to do with. I don't know if it was on camera, like their cameras, or what it was, but I don't know. It was weird.
I mean, I don't know. Something's going on, and it's effing weird that either
It's on the West Coast now.
somebody's
It's not
definitely
just-
lying
it's
about
not
it.
just
And
the East Coast anymore. And they're saying some of these drones are the size of a bus.
yeah,
So
like if there is a mothership, why haven't we just shot that thing down if it's over the ocean?
shoot it down from what?
You take a plane, you shoot the mothership, and
Are you assuming that the mothership is hovering in the air off the coast?
or if it's a ship, shoot it.
Shoot it down?
Whatever. Yeah, to the bottom of the ocean. Fuck that fucking boat.
I'm just saying. Project
When I hear
Bluebeam.
mothership, I
Isn't that
assume-
the laser?
Yeah.
Project
it was.
Bluebeam? Or is that the new alien thing?
It's all aliens, buddy. That's how we get all our technology.
Oh, it could be. Never know. That's
We
why
may
they say
have
they've
to-
been coming out with all this sci-fi stuff lately to make people.
We may have
feel-
to start New Year's off with the alien episode.
Might have to. An updated one, like when we're all like, "Oh, we've escaped capture."
We've escaped capture. We're the only podcast left.
They really liked our original colonizer shirt, so they just went ahead and
Yeah.
let us be their serfs.
Yeah. Weird,
It's like
they
you
do
got
look like
that right on the nose.
Man, they do look like pilgrims.
After all these years, they haven't updated their garb. Strange. Yeah, that is weird, especially because now the spreading across, like in the West Coast, I would think it would have to be if they're bigger ones, because you're gonna get copycats. I mean, they have like, I don't know. I know that there's like, they're not drones, they're personal aircraft, but they're like a drone, like a quadcopter, that are about the size of a car, but I don't think they can fly that high. And they can't stay up very long because they're electric.
I have, dude. I. If nothing shows my age, I know nothing about drones.
Well, they have
Nothing.
colors and remote control. And
I
they
don't know
fly.
shit. I know enough about drones, but I don't know like. I didn't know there was non-electric ones. I didn't know like there's gas.
Yeah,
ones.
you can pay extra money for like a diesel or gas powered, like not a drone, but
A diesel one? Wouldn't that be loud as shit?
no, diesels are quiet.
Oh, don't you need an exhaust? I mean, whatever has an exhaust seems like it would be loud.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was a plane though, for sure. That just seemed
That one definitely looked like a plane.
It's like, but you don't know, you weren't there, so like the phone
is
could be
true.
making it look different. So let's see. Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory that claims NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with Antichrist at its head and start a new world order. Oh. NASA and the U.S. government plan to use technology to simulate the second coming, including faking earthquakes and discovering fake artifacts that discredit traditional religion. Huh. I've heard of Project Bluebeam, but I have not looked into, actually heard that about it. Theory has been widely dismissed by critics as unsubstantiated paranoia.
So it's probably true.
That tends to be a focus of government's secrecy and military activities.
Anytime anything's been widely dismissed makes me believe it might be true.
I now feel like it's 100% true.
Anytime
I don't know.
Government and the experts say there's no way that's happening. It's fake. Makes me believe it's happening.
Well, when you look at how you can go back from probably George H. forward, it's all kind of the same stuff. And then Obama came in, it switched a little bit. And then there was such a visceral reaction to Trump that, I guarantee you that there are plans for like a one world order.
Oh, absolutely.
And since the reason why they attack religion first and they try to discredit God is because religious people, I know there's arguments. Well, religion's just a cult, blah, 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 this or that. Religious people cannot be subverted.
Yeah.
Faithful religious people cannot be subverted, which is why the first thing
they have
in a campaign of subversion is they attack religion.
Well, having morals it's harder to convince somebody to go against their morals if they have morals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to say, well, that's what they were saying with why these college kids nowadays get so get violent, really. They get violently upset when you start chipping away at their shit because people are being raised like children, are being taught like children all the way through college. Telling a college kid that, or these left wingers that just got out of college stuff, that there's only two genders or this or that. It's literally like telling a 5-year-old that there's no such thing as Santa. That's the kind of reaction you get from them.
Oh yeah.
When they start telling me my truth, your truth, this shit, and no conceptual realization of what life actually is. And then you're like, oh no, I was told everything I believe is real. Yeah. That's where we're at.
Well, also I want to go back to this, this drone thing. Like you were saying, it's getting a lot of coverage. So what else is happening in the world that they're trying to make this the main thing?
Well, wasn't 9/11 when we lost $3 trillion or some shit like that?
Yeah.
It just seems
the Pentagon lost the Department of Defense or something.
Hey, we misplaced $3 trillion.
$3 trillion.
It's fine. I'm sure we'll find it.
Yeah. Then 9/11 happened after that.
But there's always the Friday dumps and stuff like that. That always happens with, when there's some kind of look over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just kind of wondering if that has something to do with it too. I'm like, well, it's okay. So what more jacked up than that going on?
God knows.
Well, let's go ahead and actually talk about the Penny verdict. Were you surprised when they couldn't decide whether or not to convict him of manslaughter, the harder and worse of the charge? So when the judge threw that out and lowered the charge, obviously left-wing judge just trying to get a verdict, a guilty verdict, they found him not guilty of the lesser charge.
I know.
We're kind of on the fence about whether or not it's manslaughter, but as far as like, I forgot what the lesser charge was, but it was basically like involuntary manslaughter. So, oh no, he definitely not guilty of that.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I was surprised when they charged him at all with anything.
Were you really surprised?
Well, I mean, it's in New York, so I guess not so surprised, but it shouldn't have happened.
No, it shouldn't have.
And like a bunch of people are trying to get, when Trump gets into office, give him the Medal of Freedom. So,
Well, I mean, the dude hasn't been
fellow
like,
citizens.
he's not a glory hound, and people were like, "Oh, he just jumped behind him and stuff like that," and I don't know. It was
And this racist shit is bullshit too, because there's every color on that fucking subway that he's trying to protect.
That in the autopsy show that
was a bunch of fucking white people in fucking hoods.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, well, no, that's fucked up.
We'll be better off as a country once we stop looking at everything through the lens of race.
And it's
which I think for the most part we have.
Well, I think it, like what you said is, at that BLM rally, there was like 10 people there. That's a good sign.
Yes.
That people are, I think a lot of people, black, white, whatever, any kind of race, saw that. It's like, the dude was just trying to protect some people, I mean, I find it fucked up that dude's dad, was trying to, do a civil suit when he has.
My understanding, that dude has not been part of his life for
ever. Now he's saying how much he's gonna miss his son during the holidays and stuff. He's gonna miss his son. He's like, you've never been to a holiday with your son. Like, and people are like soaking this shit up, like, oh my God, I feel so bad for him. Like, no, feel bad. The reason he was probably like that in the first place with the drug addiction and his mental instability, probably because he grew up in a broken family. I mean, if you want to blame anybody, blame it on his dad.
I have heard the.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
The devil.
That's a good one. We should play that sometime.
We should do a reaction to that because that is good and very on point.
Yes, we should definitely play that sometime.
Maybe on our
thank you, our trades, for bringing that up. But yeah, that'd be a good show.
That is a good one. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think you think Bragg is going to get reelected?
I don't know. People are stupid, so
Bragg.
Maybe.
Well, it sucks.
It's New York. I mean, let's look at this. Like, people wanted Lightfoot out of Chicago, yet they fucking voted somebody just like her.
It is.
It just seems like people are dumb. I mean, they want people out of there. They want more law and order. Yet they won't put a person like, I guess Eric Adams is now starting to, now that the fucking Democrat Party pretty much went against him, he's starting to become more Republican.
He was a Republican in the 90s.
Was he?
Yeah.
Weird. When he was a cop?
Yeah, in the 80s and 90s, and I think early 2000s, he was Republican. I think he switched to Democrat because you can't get elected in New York unless you're a Democrat.
Unless you're Giuliani.
Yeah, well, technically, Bloomberg was Republican too.
Yeah.
And other than the drink thing, he really wasn't that bad of a mayor.
No. He wasn't.
I mean, honestly.
No.
And then he got weird and touched all the pizza at his party.
Yeah. But the last person,
after licking his
who was their last one? Was it?
What the hell was that guy's name? Bloomberg?
No, Bloomberg wasn't the last one.
No, Bloomberg is the guy we just said.
Yeah. Like, he ran for
And
man.
that's why you should always drink when doing a live broadcast.
But Eric Adams found out how fickle the Democrat Party is. Like, if you go against them on one thing, they will go after you.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't agree with their open border policies and that, bunch of migrants ruining his New York. So once he started saying stuff going about that, all of a sudden he got charged with stuff. FBI raided his house.
Let's see. What the hell? That's a very incomplete list. Oh, wait. Oh, that's going back in time. Try to do some live fact. I can't see that guy was such a piece of shit. I can't even remember his name.
Yeah, Matt. See what Josh said to you?
Huh?
You said that right as I put his name up.
We're glad you're here, buddy.
Hey,
I was not
better-
talking about you.
Better late than never. Thanks for watching, Matt.
Yeah, I 1000% was not talking about you. I was talking about Bill de Blasio.
Bill de Blasio. That's it. Rude.
It was rude.
Oh,
If I was talking
I
to
could
you.
have timed that better.
Bill de
Merry
Blasio.
Christmas, Matt.
Merry Christmas, buddy. I'll see you at some point that week. No, he was horrible as a mayor, and
Yeah, he ran New York into the ground.
he's actually one of the reasons why he's having such a problem with the current mayor's having such a problem with frickin' immigration.
Yeah.
Because him and the council are the one that set all this stuff up. But it doesn't matter. You can't.
He's trying to see if he can do
The supremacy clause comes in with immigration. So it doesn't matter what the city or state passes. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can't circumvent federal law. So like that part doesn't matter. Like, oh, we can't blah, blah. It's like, well, like.
Even when they made it, people were like, okay. Again, they broke the law. It doesn't matter. You don't really have any authority here.
Well, and every illegal immigrant.
It's a federal crime.
And I said, no, they have legal status because they're refugees. No.
Then go through a process. You don't just
As soon as
walk in.
you could argue that as soon as he puts in remain in Mexico, everyone up here who's waiting on their court date could be shipped to Mexico.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a bunch of shit with that, but I don't know. I don't think he's definitely changing his tune. I think going back to his roots because he just knows it's just not working.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I don't know. Speaking of vigilante stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and play this just because it's funny, but we do not agree with what happened.
Absolutely not.
We had a lot of tough crew members, but none tougher than Luigi Mangione. See, Luigi was a smart kid, one of those Ivy Leaguers. You'd never expect him to be a killer. I mean, Chappell Roan was his #1 artist on Spotify Wrapped, and he still played Pokemon at age 26. The guy was even a ladies' man. He had a system where he would DM every girl he met online instead of messaging them directly through the dating app. It was a very good system, but Paulie always warned me that this kid was a loose cannon. One day he completely lost it and whacked the United Healthcare CEO in broad daylight. Worst part was, the only reason he got caught is because he was flirting on camera with the receptionist. Poor bastard could never keep it in his pants. But that's just the way it was back then.
It's one of the reasons I love the internet.
Yeah. They can make anything funny.
It's a good lead into the story, though.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to this story. There's a lot that's come out that doesn't make any fucking sense. But before we get to that part, what do you think of all these people fawning after him?
I think they're sick, but I mean, there's literally a show on I think Peacock. It's like Prison Love or something, and people they're constantly getting screwed because they fall for these prisoners and stuff. And the prisoners get out and pretty much use all their money, then leave them. It's hilarious.
Well, and I forgot what it was called. Dr. Drew was on, I think, Hannity, and he said it's an actual affliction. And they say one person said that normal, non-crazy, short-haired, blue hairs, yes, they did have an obsession with Tim, but he still do, even though he's dead. Like,
Is he dead?
Yeah, they executed him.
Did they? I don't know.
Like, did he donate sperm? I want to have his baby.
Yeah, people.
But Dr. Drew said it's an actual term, but this other person said there's like, I guess, a primal or like genetic thing about like back in the day, you're going to get the most protection from a violent person.
Yeah.
So like they say like that, but like through modern society and stuff like that, that should be gone, but it still isn't. But they say that's why people are attracted to stuff like that. But this guy didn't even have coverage through United Healthcare, and his parents were rich. Plus, he was doing yoga, like debilitating back pain and all this. He was doing yoga. He was going to the gym. The weird thing is, the dude like disappeared off the map for 6 months. His parents reported him missing like in November.
Basically, he just had a mental break.
Did he have a mental break, Kevin? Did he? Or did he go to Camp Project Ultra?
I don't know. I mean, it could be some BlackRock shit.
I don't know. There's a bunch of rumors going around. All I know is the more information that comes out, the less it makes sense. Like, this guy's like college educated, like college educated.
I'm assuming I'm going to see this guy on a fucking BlackRock commercial at some point.
I mean, could be, or something to do with Hawaii. But how are you? I mean, I guess unless you had a total mental breakdown, Kevin. If you're that smart and you have a master's degree, okay, and you're not smart enough to ditch the gun and your manifesto proving that you did it, and you get caught with it in your backpack. I'm just saying.
Maybe he thought he was Dora Explorer and he
ultraviolet.
I mean, it could be something. I mean, I don't fucking know.
He's gone for 6 months. He has eyelids taped open, and he was looking at like flowers,
fed acid, and fucking giving subliminal messages.
Stuff. LSD, buddy.
Bunch of acid and fucking images, and all of a sudden, yeah, because that CEO, he was going to fucking rat a bunch of people out.
I haven't been able to confirm that, but I'm not. I say
possibly,
that, like I've
possibly rat some people out. There is a theory that the CEO was going to rat out like some Congress people and some big corporations, some insider trading shit.
It's kind of ironic that the dude's name was Luigi Mangione.
Mangione. Yeah. See, I'm telling you, like both of those names are pizza places. Like I swear to God, like I'd go to Luigi's Pizza or Mangione's Pizza. I mean, it's just that is as Italian as it gets.
Seems made up.
Well, I mean
that, and he kept the fake IDs.
It'd be more made up if his name was Luigi Mario.
He kept the fake IDs. Well,
he had a bunch of fake IDs.
I know, but he kept the one he used. Like
I know, I don't get any of this.
Then apparently in one of his jails,
like why even use a fake ID then?
His pants. Like, he's this cool, collected assassin. You can say what you want about like this or that or what he did before, but if you've never killed somebody, and then I'm just assuming if you go to shoot someone and your gun jams, you're not going to be all clear it, shoot, and then leave.
Yeah,
that dude was cool as a fan during that.
Yeah, jammed and fucking cleared it twice.
Yeah, like just like, oh nope, cleared it, shot again.
Yeah,
that's not something a normal person just does.
Well,
I mean, granted, I know if you're going to murder someone, you're not necessarily normal, but that takes training.
No, you can just go to the range a lot.
That's training.
I guess he's missing for 6 months, so
yeah. But how do you train to how you're going to react when you're murdering someone for the first time? And then
you can't train for that because
in broad daylight, cool as a fan.
Like there is no training for murder if it's your first time.
That's what I'm saying. So the way he reacted didn't make any sense.
I don't know because it doesn't make any sense. Why would he keep the one ID that could point him to? I don't get that.
Exactly.
That seems weird. Like he
had
multiple fake IDs. Saying he's a patsy.
He is a patsy.
No, I mean he was used.
Okay, here's a question for our trades. Do you think that the guy in custody is the one who did the shooting? Nope. It's Jason Bourne. That's what I'm saying. Matt's on the same. Me and Matt are on the same page.
You think it's some kind of Jason Bourne shit?
I think that dude.
The Bourne ultimatum.
Look, either Luigi didn't do it, and he's a patsy, or the dude was Project Ultra. Those are the only two explanations that make sense in my brain.
Could be Project Ultra. I'm not saying any of those are bad theories.
It makes a hell of a lot more sense. Either that or the dude like drank all the Kool-Aid as far as the left saying,
what's sick is all the people are like celebrating it.
Here's the thing though. United Healthcare is a business. Okay. So if you have a problem with whether they cover something or they don't, this or that, well, you know what they're governed by? Obamacare. Okay.
Yeah.
They're a business operating within the confines of the laws and regulations that are set forth by the federal government. So in your state government,
if you're mad at anybody, be mad at the fucking government. Be mad at Obamacare.
Either primary your representatives or vote for somebody else and then force change to that way. You don't go out and murder someone and then you don't be a piece of shit and celebrate it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
People are fucking
That's
sick.
Weird. That shows you how far we've...
Like the dude was from what I heard, he's a pretty nice guy. He's a Midwestern guy. He went to the University of Iowa. He grew up in the Midwest.
He said he took care of his employees, stuff like that. People are like, oh, well, but he ripped people off for this, that. Like I said, like one person said, they're working within the confines of the regulations and the law.
I can tell you one thing that didn't happen is any change.
Yeah, it's not going to change anything.
No.
So other than they're going to probably try to ban.
You don't like it, get on Obamacare.
It's so strange that he just happened to be using a ghost gun.
Yeah.
Well, gotta outlaw that now.
Like what kind of ghost gun?
This is a 3D printed Glock.
Was it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Are those not outlawed already?
No, but I think if you get caught downloading the file, you get put on a list and possibly visited.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure
in certain areas
it doesn't come with the fucking serial number.
Yeah, because you made it.
Yes.
There's a sweet little CNC machine.
So I don't think it's legal.
There's a sweet CNC machine you can get. It's pretty small. You can get aluminum block, and you can actually CNC your own AR-15 lower. And that's the serialized number part. Everything else is whatever.
Yeah.
Everything other than that little piece of metal, you can have shipped to your house.
Yeah.
That little piece of metal, you have to have sent to FFL.
How much does that fucking CNC thing cost?
I don't know. $2,000. Not cheap.
See? If you're doing a bunch of them though.
But if you could ghost guns are illegal everywhere federally? Really?
They don't have a serial number, dummy.
But I thought they overruled that they are legal.
I don't think they did.
Because you can build your own gun. That's totally illegal. That's sad.
I'm going to look this up. This is how I get on a list.
Oh, you're checking your search history, and apparently you're a trained assassin.
Yeah. Our ghost. The first one says, "Our ghost real?" And I like how that's the first thing pops up on my search.
It's because you've done a lot of ghost searching.
I have.
I know anything from Susan. She is live fact checking that, so she's probably looked it up. They might be illegal. I thought they, or maybe
it shall be unlawful for any person to manufacture, sell, offer to sell, transfer, purchase, or receive a ghost gun in or affecting interstate or foreign commerce transactions between licensed manufacturers and importers on any date.
That kind of seems like you can still make it yourself as long as you're not crossing state lines.
Yeah. Probably.
Which he did, possibly, because he's
Which I'm assuming in certain states they're probably legal. Some states aren't, but
they're 100% illegal in California.
Well, yeah.
Because it's like this ghost gun. It can hold like 6,000 rounds in its clip, and it's basically a laser gun. It's like it's not a clip. it's a magazine. It cannot hold 3,000 rounds, and the
And it's
laser
definitely not a laser gun.
is a light that's attached to the side of it.
It's a red dot.
It's a red dot laser. It is a laser, but not a death laser.
Yeah. So it is weird. I don't. Weird thing is we know about him than the Crooks kid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, mostly because the Secret Service or the FBI shoveled him off the lasers, shoveled him off the roof into a furnace, and then got rid of all of that.
Yeah.
Nancy ordered a hit, and went and broke her hip. I mean, yeah, that's probably a true story.
Yeah, that's funny.
Breaking a hip into that old Dennis Prager fucked himself up slipping in the shower.
Dude, I've almost slipped in the shower before.
I know, it's scary. You could hurt yourself.
Yeah.
The last story I got is old Crystal Magnum says she lied about being raped by the Duke lacrosse players.
Oh, you're weird.
You think that has anything
This
to
is
do?
why you can't believe. I'm sorry, you can't believe all women because.
I think those dudes.
Should you investigate? Of course. Should you just outright fucking condemn people because of what one person said? No. There should be an investigation. And proof should be obtained. Like you can't just say shit and expect. I mean, she did, and I mean, did anybody like they threw that out of court, right? And they found him.
It got dismissed.
Yeah,
the charges got dismissed.
Then a bunch of people were saying it's because of there were a bunch of white kids or rich white kids that play lacrosse, so that's why they got dismissed. And it proves that nope, she just fucking lied.
I think they got dismissed because that lawyer got caught hiding DNA evidence that would have proved him innocent or something like that. Then he got disbarred. So
yeah, people were saying it's because they're white rich kids. I remember the story.
I think the reason why she's telling the truth now is because she's coming up on parole in 2026 for stabbing her boyfriend to death because she's currently in prison for murder.
Weird. The person who lied about getting raped stabbed her boyfriend to death?
Yes.
Man.
I know.
The luck of some people,
Not my fault. Well, that pretty well wraps up the happenings of the week, Kevin. So what does that mean?
White slur of the week.
That's right. White slur of the week.
That's a honky.
And being that it is our Christmas special, the White Slur of the Week, this week is Snowman. A large number of white males over 40 resemble snowmen both in skin color and body shape. And that was the White Slur of the Week.
That's a honky.
Motherfucking Merry Christmas. I'm
Merry
a snowman.
Christmas. Thank you, Snowman.
Yeah.
He do kind of have that body shape and color.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm definitely a snowman.
Yeah. Well, you got anything else?
No, just Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll be back, I believe, around inauguration time and maybe sooner.
Some exciting or something, cool.
Oh, yeah.
We'll jump on. That is, the delivery wasn't as good as yours, Matt. That is true.
No, it's always better when Matt.
You may end up being our resident white.
See, you came in late. You should have just jumped on so you could read the White Slur of the Week.
The way you delivered is fantastic.
Yeah.
If something like cool or interesting happens, we might jump on earlier. But yeah, but
if these drones turn out to be aliens, I'm definitely jumping on.
Yes, but regardless, we will see you next year.
Yeah, or maybe earlier this year if something happens super
alienish.
Yeah, definitely aliens. So, I'm jumping on.
All right, well, be sure to like, share, subscribe. We appreciate all the comments. It makes the show more interesting.
Before we leave, real quick, what was your favorite episode this year?
Mine?
Yeah.
I think it was having the conversation with Mr. Jones X, actually.
I was going to say the exact same thing. I enjoyed all our guests, but Mr. Jones X was... It was a lot of fun getting a different perspective. So please, we really enjoy having guests on the show because I don't really like talking to Josh this much. So I mean,
you're welcome.
I'd like to have somebody else be our buffer. But other than that, I mean, yeah, please join the show if you want. That'd be awesome. Just send us a comment or an email, anything. Link us through the interwebs.
That's right. You can send it to the email address or contact us on our website at lostcommon.com or the lostartofcommonsense.com.
Or just on DMS on X or whatever. I don't know how people do things on YouTube.
Yeah, communicate with us.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
We'll figure it out from there.
All right. Well, until next time, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin.
And this has been a totally tubular Jack Frosty episode of the Lost Art of Common Sense.
Common Sense. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's right. Merry Christmas. Remember, don't be boring, be a pirate. We'll see you next week.
Keep that vinyl spinning.